Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, Regis Kilbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and welcome to my latest Decksperiment, where I take a crazy idea, or maybe a good idea, and try to build a competitively viable deck right before your eyes, and then take that deck out onto the ladder to see if it works in a handful of games. So today my idea, which was introduced with the Old Gods expansion, is to create a Beast Druid. Now this is something that Blizzard has been teasing for a very long time, to make Beast Druid a real deck, but it has never stuck, and it seems like the power's not there to make it good. But with cards like Mark of Yashiraj and maybe even Adult Grizzly, there are a couple new beasts in Old Gods that make a lot of sense. So maybe the potential's finally there. But as I looked through standard format cards, I felt like some of the key beast synergy pieces were missing for Druid. Specifically cards like, for instance, Druid of the Fang was phased out with standard format. So I thought, what if we made a Wild Format Beast Druid? Is that a valid deck? A viable deck? Wild Beast Druid is our Decksperiment for the day. So let's go ahead and build the foundation of this Wild Beast Druid and see if we can't make a deck along the way. Oh, I don't type the word Druid in there, just the word Beast. Alright, so let's go ahead and run through the good beasts. So we know Savage Combatant is an amazing card that's underutilized in general. Mounted Raptor's also a pretty strong beast. Mark of Yashiraj seems like it could be pretty good. It's kind of a Mark of the Wild. It's a nice little buff, but also has some card draw, which Druid has trouble with sometimes, so that's pretty cool. I do want a Druid of the Fang just to see if we can make it work like a Fell Reaver, for instance, where you get a pretty affordable 7/7 out onto the board that sometimes just runs over opponents, and I think we'll be able to keep a beast out pretty regularly, so hopefully that works out all right. I also really want to make Knight of the Wild work. I don't know that it's possible. As a 7-mana 6/6, it's a pretty unaffordable card, but I feel like with this kind of beast deck that we're going to run out of gas pretty quickly because we won't have a ton of card draw. So even on turn 7, sometimes the Knight of the Wild might feel okay if we top deck it, but if it does come out early enough and we're able to summon beasts consistently on turn 2, 3, 4, this could also be kind of a 4 or 5 mana giant minion that gives opponents trouble. So with cards like Savage Combatant, Druid of the Fang, and Knight of the Wild in mind, I don't think that this is an aggro deck list. I think this is definitely kind of a mid-range list. We won't have big threats. We could add in a Malorn, but I think that's just too slow to really benefit us. That's more of a fatigue, super control style deck. So I think I'd prefer to stick with, 6, 7 mana being the real top end of our curve and not going any further than that. So what else fits? What else is synergistic? We definitely need a Druid of the Claw because that is a beast and it's a good one. We'll certainly want Swipes as a Druid. Mire Keeper's an awesome new card, but I don't know that it fits our mentality. We don't care that much about ramping mana, and we neither of those are beasts, so they may not fit. Jungle Moonkin, it's just too risky. I feel like it can be good with Swipe, but not much else. I am going to try Fandral Staghelm, because a lot of these cards, like Druid of the Claw, have well, actually none of these cards so far have choose one effects other than Druid of the Claw, but I think that we probably will pick up a couple more. For instance, like Druid of the Flame. It could be a pretty great choose one. I think Power of the Wild is good too, because it's a 3/2 Panther for 2, and it benefits with Fandral. Wrath also would benefit from Fandral. So there are some cards we definitely want to include that do benefit. So we'll sneak him in just because he's a fun new legendary as well. Druid of the Saber is a pretty cool card because it's got charge or stealth, so it's easy to guarantee that a beast will survive with a stealth minion from Druid of the Saber. So that puts us at 23 minions. We're a little light on the 6 mana spot, 3 mana. Adult Grizzly, I'm not sure this card is good. After you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. It is a beast, which is nice, but at 2/2, it just is not a good 3-drop. It dies to everything. It's really more of a late game card that's good for token style stuff. But we don't really have a lot of token style minions, a lot of like cheap stuff to flood the board with. We have more big stuff. Let's see, what else does Druid have? I guess Living Roots would be pretty good just to get out early, potentially buff with Mark of Yasharaj, even though we wouldn't get the card draw, we could still get a good minion out, or Power of the Wild as well. That's good with Adult Grizzly too. Are there any beasts out here that would work with Adult Grizzly that could, you know, flood the board? I guess Haunted Creeper is a beast, and although its Death Rattle is not beasts, this is not specifically to beasts. It's any minion you summon, so and it's summon, not play. So the Death Rattles here would turn into 2/2s when we kill the Haunted Creeper. So that would be a pretty neat 2/3. Anything else? Not really. I don't think we need like a Stranglethorn Tiger. Our curve, if you look, is pretty smooth right now. Stampeding Kodo might be cool for removal, but we only have one card left as it stands right now. Are there any other neutral beasts we want to include? Jungle Panther, I don't think so. King Mukla. I kind of want Mukla, Tyrant of the Veil. Is he good? The buffs wouldn't probably matter too much. If I craft this, I'm totally out of Arcane Dust. Just totally out. 6 mana 5/5 is not bad. I don't think he's gonna fit though. I don't know. I'm also just hesitant to craft him, but if I thought he was really gonna make it work, I would craft him and buy more cards, but I just don't buy it. So I don't really see any other beasts that really fit. Are there any other beast synergy cards in Druid? Wild Walker, I don't think this is good enough. We don't really care about our stuff staying alive all that much with extra health. Never hurts, but if it was on like a Savage Combatant, I'd love it, but everything else just feels like it'd be a little weak. And on an empty board, a 4-mana 4/4 is not exciting at all, is it? So, any other Druid cards? Raven Idol would be okay for card draw, I think. We have Wrath, Yasharaj for card draw. Any other card draw? No. One Savage Roar might not hurt, just to give us some finishing potential. We don't have like a lot of damage right now. This is more of a board presence style deck. We don't have any hard removal either with like mulch, but I don't think we'll need it. I think we just kind of push the board, right? We could actually go for this guy. Jeweled Scarab is a beast, and it draws a 3-drop. So that could occasionally give us what? Could give us a heal, could give us a taunt, could give us +4 attack or a heal again for 8. Could give us some beasts. Give us a Savage or a Mulch. Actually, I think I want to run 2 Jeweled Scarabs, because that's actually a good set of stuff for what we're trying to accomplish. But we got to cut a card. I think I'm going to cut the other Adult Grizzly. I just don't think there's enough here. If we had to play 2 of these in a row or something, I feel like it'd be a nightmare. But if we could save it for like turn 7 and play 3 or 4 things and synergize some buffs, it might be worth it. I think I prefer the flexibility of the Jeweled Scarab and the card draw of the Jeweled Scarab better, because we're not guaranteed to draw cards off Wrath or the Mark up here. So, okay. Let's do it. I mean, it's a Beast Druid, but really, when it comes to Beast synergy cards, I think there's only 2. Druid of the Fang relies on beasts, and Mark of Yasharaj relies on beasts. So, I'm a little hesitant to even... I guess Knight of the Wild relies on beasts too. That makes it worth it. I was going to say, it's hardly even a beast deck to some extent, just because there aren't that many things that benefit from beasts, and perhaps we'd just be better off running other cards. But a good Knight of the Wild turn is worth it. Good Druid of the Fang would be worth it as well. And Mark of Yasharaj is pretty cool if it works. So I think this will work. This will do it. This is our Wild Beast Druid Decksperiment. Take a look at that list one last time. And let's take it out onto the ladder. See how it does. I don't have the highest of hopes, to tell you the truth. But we'll see. Who knows? I would love to be pleasantly surprised and kick some butt with Beast Druid. Hopefully our bite is as big as our bark. I just don't know that this deck offers enough advantages over a normal Druid deck that it's worth sacrificing some of the better Druid cards to play what I would consider kind of mediocre Druid cards in their place. So in other words, you know, Druid of the Flame, is that really that good? Might be okay with Fandral, but as, you know, Savage Combatant's pretty good, but so is Mire Keeper, for instance. So, you know, there's some back and forths here. This seems to be kind of frozen. We may have to take a break and come back to the Beast Druid. Okay, and we're back. So let's try this again. See if Hearthstone has yet another heart attack, or if we're able to take our Beast Druid out into the wild, as it so aptly fits. Ah, nice. Worthy opponent after all. Okay, we got a mage. Who knows what that's going to be about. We'll keep this set. Fandral might be worth keeping, but Mage has a lot of ways to deal with it by turn 4. He'll be ahead in mana unless I coin it out, so he could Fireball it, for instance. I'm going to pass it back for now. I may coin Creeper, Yashiraj, Flame. That's a pretty good open. Draw a card, get a nice 3-4 out onto the board on turn 2. I feel pretty good about that. Alternatively, I could get the 3-2 Panther out. It'd be a 5-4, but I think I'd rather have the 3-4, just because I don't need the higher attack early in the game. I need something with some sturdiness and potential long-term value. Alright, so we can trade here. If that's going to pull a Mirror Entity, we could be in trouble. We can actually test with Living Roots and Power the Wild for now. We don't have to give him a 3-5. We might even summon it as a 5-2, though, just to set up the trade. Oh! What? Does that mean he has all secrets up there? I'm a little flabbergasted by that, I'll be honest. Okay, Mech, Mage, but the Mad Scientist didn't pull any secrets. I think I want to kill this, then. Yeah, I do. I want to kill it, then. If it's Mech Mage, you never want to leave a Mech out onto the board on turn 4, because they can play the Goblin Blast Mage and destroy our 1/1s. We'll play this one. It could die here when he plays the secret that he's inevitably going to play, but that's fine. It's no difference to me which one lives. Something has to die, probably. I didn't have the mana to swipe, which I might have if I did. Probably save the swipe anyway, though. We've got a decent turn to follow up here. I don't think he's running AoE as a Mech Mage, particularly if he has stuff like Mana Worm and Mad Scientist in his deck that don't pull secrets. I don't know. He must have 2 secrets up there. Is he waiting for a big turn to play the Mirror Entity? What? Maybe he's got... I don't even know. I have no idea anymore. Swipe seems to look pretty nice here, actually. Could Hero Power trade, play the Druid as a 3-2. That's actually just probably better than Swipe, because we'd still have a minion out that wouldn't be pingable, that guarantees we have a beast on the board next turn. And that way we save the swipe as well.
Another night on the prowl.
So in other words, our board looks about as good as it did. And we still have a swipe. We could have ended up with the same result, and we'd still have a 3-1 on the board. So, I don't know that it would have been any better. You can't ping that one. But what's he thinking about? Arcane Explosion? Why would he want to ping this one? Arcane Missiles, probably. Oh, that's good too. I dig it. Can't ping that though. You can't ping it. It's stealthed. It's stealthed. That's probably worth Living Rootsing. We could also charge, but could also just ignore it. Druid of the Claw. I'll just Living Roots. It's fine. And I'm a little worried about a second guy AoEing me down because clearly he's running Twilight Flamecallers. He could kill this for free. Plus, if he pings it, it takes 2 mana. He's only got 4 mana left. Gets me ahead. So, if he wants to use the mana, that's fine. So there's the secret. I think we play this as a charge. In case it's Mirror Entity. Not Entity. So we'll go ahead and play this one as a 2/5. And we'll test for Vaporize too. Nope. Not, could be Counterspell, I guess, is what the primary target is right now. It could also be Ice Block. He had a Defender Vargas, so that felt a little weird. I definitely don't know what this deck is about. He only runs 1 secret, but he also runs a Mad Scientist, so I don't think he can even run 2 secrets, because I think we've seen all the cards that he had in hand at the time the Mad Scientist died. So if he's running 1 secret, I feel that it has to be Ice Block, right?
You want it?
That might be worth swiping. It's a 5 for 4. I don't really want to trade. I don't want to charge either. If I got a Wrath, I'd use the Wrath for sure and just taunt out. It's actually a pretty sick combo, but then I can't kill that thing. Could also just use it on one of these, I guess. We'll test here first. Although, honestly, I'm not sure that the swipe is better to go off than this, because the card draw is pretty nice. But we'll do it right. Yeah, so that has to be the Ice Block. We'll go ahead and swipe here. Oh, dupe. Okay, cool. That's pretty slow for him to keep pumping out 3 health stuff. So I don't really mind that getting duplicated. I can't believe that's duplicate. What was he trying to dupe? Sludge Belcher or something? Polymorph, okay. Fireball? Yeah, that's fine. That came off the Conjurer, so we don't know that he runs fireballs yet. It's actually possible that he doesn't. Just in case of Flame Strike, I'm going to taunt that up. This is already a 5-mana card. We need some card draw. That was my one concern for this deck. I think we have to kind of win by, you know, turn 8 to 10. We have 8 damage on board, 9 with our hero power, so we're 6 off. Swipe doesn't do it. Really like to see the Savage Combatant come out. Give us some consistent damage every turn. And it can kill Ethereal Conjurers, which we know that he has. I still haven't pieced together what his deck's trying to do. I think it's not Ice Block, so okay, he did have the Flame Strike, so that's the right call. Nah, that's no good. I guess I gotta save the Wrath. It's good against the Conjurers. I'd really like to draw a card, but what am I going to hit, right? I don't want to take this to 1. I don't want to take this to 5, although that probably matters less. We put it in Flame Strike ping range, but not much else. Fireball kills it anyway, so... I think we'll see a Conjurer come down here. Ooh, go here, go here. If 7 damage... I can Wrath that, but I'm not sure I want to just yet. Oh, that's definitely going to get Wrathed. I'm probably going to leave this on board and just go face with the 6 damage. Putting him at 4 seems very valuable with things like Druid of the Claw and Swipe in my deck. Fangel would have been a pretty good draw. If I play this as a taunt, I can take him to 2. I mean, not as a taunt, as a buff. I'm just going to summon the minion, though. It splits my resources a little better, so if he doesn't have a way to kill either one, I just win the game. But I expect a trade, fireball, or something like that. He might conjure first, though. If he does, that's a good sign, because it makes it very unlikely he finds what he needs. But I am literally out of cards. Thankfully, I don't think I have... Mark of Yasharaj is probably a dead drop. Yeah, so that's what he's doing, looking for the fireball. Or a frostbolt, something to stall this guy out. There might be a point now where we can just hero power him down. He could get like the ice barrier too, buy himself some time. I want to see the trade here. That implies... it's probably the ice barrier. There's more mech stuff. Conjurers, bomb lobbers, mechs. I don't know what's going on. What world do we live in? Oh, see, that's like the only dead draw in our deck right now. Obviously, we're gonna try this. Vaporize. Man. That's pretty good. I'm sitting on this. It just dies too easily. It might be beneficial with a second minion, right? So we're taking 7, probably actually 9 right now. We have 31 health, so we got a little while to dig for lethal. Both living roots are gone, so that's out as a 1-turn kill. Swipe, Druid of the Claw, do it. I think we used both Druid of the Sabers already too. 1 in stealth and 1 in charge, so that's gone. It's going to take me 2 turns to kill this guy at least. If I don't draw one of those. Don't be a taunt. It's pretty good though. I don't really care about that. That's pretty slow. Although the Conjurer could buy him a way out, I guess. I think I go for lethal, right? I don't think that matters which one I hit. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I had to dig for lethal. Removing stuff just kept me behind, didn't bail me out. I had a few outs, like I mentioned, so a couple outs, I guess, actually. It was pretty rare, pretty lucky. So, okay, we won. We won a game, but I would by no means consider that a successful experiment thus far. Decksperiment, excuse me. We clearly ran out of gas and got bailed out. The opponent's deck was super weird, and I don't know what the heck that was about. So I don't feel like even winning that was much of a measure, even if we'd won it decisively. But we won, so that does count for something. I can tell right now the deck has to win pretty quickly and has to draw stuff in the right order where you just don't have enough power left. This will be a better measure. I think this will probably be a zoo, so we'll get a sense of where we really stand here. There's a possibility to keep this, right? You can almost keep this in your opening hand. But I don't think you can afford to do it intentionally. If you get it after the mulligan occasionally, I think that's fine. Because at least... There you go. Because at least that way you're you're not punished too hard by drawing it early. I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh. No, I'm still going to go ahead and Haunted Creeper, because the Yashiraj, the Power of the Wild, and even the Living Roots can all set up stuff next turn with it. As opposed to summoning the Panther, which would just die. But if this gets traded into, I can turn both dudes into 2/2s and just wreck his board. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I could also Living Roots trade, though. But that doesn't really help me any. It doesn't really do anything differently. I need him to have a bad 3, so no Councilman, no... This is actually a pretty good turn 4. Nice, bad 3. Exactly what we needed. Okay, cool. And that's the perfect drop as well. And I'm not going to use this yet because I think this is my turn 4 play. If this dies in particular, like he Abusive Sergeants or something... Oh no, I don't want it to die yet. I want to be able to trade it in to use the Addled Grizzly. Play something with 2 attack. Nice, perfect. Oh, don't kill it. Ah! That's considerably worse for me. I'm still going to summon these instead of attacking, and we'll just trade here to kill the most valuable thing. He'll probably kill this, which is totally fine. I don't actually care about it much at all. Abusive Sergeant or something in here. I mean, it's obviously the best minion. But if it dies, I'm not sad. We got what we wanted out of it. We basically turned it into a 3-mana 4/4, right? If I summon this, I can get this guy out, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We'll go ahead and charge it into the Wolfie here. And we'll trade into 2 of these to deny his board. That's a pretty good play right there. That's what I said. If you get this in your opening hand, we got it out for 3 mana. Granted, it was on turn 5, but what a big swing we just made. The swipe wouldn't hurt too bad. Wrath, it's not bad either. Mark of Yashiraj we can't even use right now, except on our combatant. We might save that for a future turn. I'm going to Wrath this little guy, actually, and see what I get. Power of the Wild doesn't do a lot for me. I'm going to play the combatant, and I'm actually going to trade here. Just because less stuff is better with Zoo. So now it's like, you know, he has a harder time with Vinter Vargas or something. Might have looked like an awkward trade, but... Oh, I don't mind that at all. Oh, that's a good play, though. Shoot. That's a good play. I don't even have a way to kill that right now. Oh, never mind. I do. Oh, but do I want to? Yeah, I guess this is right. I'm gonna go ahead and summon the Panther. We can buff it next turn, so there's some value to getting it out early. And we can draw a card as well. I really hope this survives. I can't imagine how he kills it. Usually you don't see the Power of the Wild used as a beast, but in this deck it really makes a lot of sense. Only thing that really hurts here is like Soulfire. I can't imagine he'd Soulfire this though. Okay. Don't worry about that. Let's do this first just in case. It's got card draw, so... nope, this will definitely... This will do. So, he's at the point where he can't really risk life tapping. I don't even know if he can kill this yet. Implosion, maybe? Mortal Coil. That's pretty good. If he life taps, though, he's going to be in trouble. Alright, this is not a great setup here. What is that? What could that be? It's a Doomguard, I guess? even if he Doom Guards, he'd have to run all 3 of these into this. Because, well, I mean, I'm gonna run this one in, so it'll be at 6 health, so he'd have to run the Gormok and the Doom Guard into it to kill it. Unless I get a Wrath, I'll just go face, probably. Even Living Roots, I'd go face. Not sure he knows his turn is over. Oh, he's thinking about life tapping, I guess. Oh yeah, that's what it is. He's doing math. If he life taps, it's just this guy and the hero power win the game, so I have to get through this. I don't know, maybe he's salty. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe he left the game. Is that lethal in any way? Charge, no, but it's a lot of damage. I'm not going to trade. I'm just going to put him to 2 so he can't life tap. He's on 2 cards to win the game. Doom Guard doesn't even do it because this would stay alive. I guess like Siphon Soul keeps him in the game, but if he's running Siphon Soul, then all hell has broken loose and there's no order in the world. I think he might have left the game though. Yeah. Yep, he saw that one coming. Saw a big snake on the other side of the board. Alright, so I gotta be honest, that win felt halfway legitimate. Solid start against the zoo. He got the double Flame Imp. Villager, he had an Imp King boss out. I don't feel like he had a bad start by any means. And we kept up, not only kept up, but stabilized with the, I don't even know the name of the card, the Knight of the Wild, I think. that's pretty bad. The 6/6 that gets cheaper, and we stabilized with the nice 7/7 snake at the end. We had some cool stuff happening, so I kind of dug it that time around. We're seeing the same line of play here, the coin creeper into Yashiraj, which I like a lot. So we'll keep that. We got the 3s to follow up as well, and may play one or the other depending on what we see from him. Probably gonna play a Fiery Bat to open. This is fine against the Fiery Bat. I don't think he's going to trade into it. I don't want him to, because that way I can play the Mark. This was actually a good draw, because this is going to be a 4-drop for us, maybe. Probably not. Probably a 5-drop. Yeah, sick. He didn't trade. Okay. That's exactly what we needed. So we'll do this. We'll go ahead and trade here, because this is the scariest of the things. That's kind of unfortunate, actually. But not really, because we don't need the beast part of it necessarily, and that's not a clean trade for him either way. Depending on what he does, we'll either play these still, I think. I don't know, if the Animal Companion's into Misha and goes face, I'd probably mark trade.
Put this apple on your head.
Juggler's going to be pretty good. He might pick off my whole board. It's going to make me sad. I would have loved them both to live, but alas. Swipe next turn. Doesn't help me now. I'm going to play this as a 2/5 because it contests the board better than the Mounted Raptor. The Mounted Raptor dies to stuff too easily and can't absorb juggles from the Knife Juggler. This won't be a 4-drop, but it's still going to come in handy soon. We've got a couple good 4-mana plays. I don't think I mind that. Let's just do this. He just used the Deadly Shot, right? He doesn't have a beast, so kill command feels unlikely. Even if he trades and kills it with a quick shot or an Eaglehorn bow or whatever, it's the best on-curve play that I have. It contests the board. It tricks him into thinking it's more valuable than it is, because I actually only have 1 card that can do anything from it. I need 6 mana to swipe. Probably. Oh, no, I don't. I can just trade swipe. That's fine. Don't kill the Fandral. Nice. Even better. Alright, so I still don't really benefit from the Fandral much. This will be a 3/2 stealth with charge, which of course, charge and stealth are somewhat counter to one another. So that might be an explosive trap. It's totally useless right now. We'll go ahead and attack here. Yep. We didn't get to benefit from the Vandals. It's okay. We had to do it that order, though. I could play this and the Knight of the Wild. I'll go ahead and charge it just to start piling on damage. I don't need it to be a 3-2 right now, necessarily. Might regret that, but with the Wrath and the Mark, we can still buff it. I don't think he has a way to ping off 1 health minions. Maybe a second explosive. Well, that's not even that good, though. Hunter's Mark is, though. Oh, that's good, too. But that's not going to my face, so honestly, all told, whatever. That's totally fine for me. That's pretty good. Let's do that. Oh, Feral Rage Armor. We really need the health. That was an instant pick for me. Not even a hesitation. Hunters are scary. 8 health can definitely win us this game, particularly when we have a giant board. He just used removal. I don't see how he kills this. Okay, we can Wrath trade. Is there a way to kill it more effectively, though? In other words, like, Mark, Wrath. I would like to Wrath this and somehow keep this more health, but I don't think I can. I could mark that to make it a 9-3. I don't think I need the armor just yet, so we'll go ahead and play the board first. Unleash the Hounds punishes this so hard. If I do this, though, I think the only thing he has that kills it is Eaglehorn Bow or another kill command, which, if we absorb those, I'm okay with that. Usually you want to split your resources a little better, but whatever. I'm fine. So we have 13. Do we have lethal right now? 12, 13, plus 4, 17. Plus 2 is 19. Plus 4 is 23. Take him to 23. Take him down to 3 health, basically. If he flips it around on me, he has 8, 10 damage. He'd need 4 damage from 1 card. So, like Leroy, kill command. He could actually turn around the game and win. I don't know if I can risk that. Oh, man. I can swipe his board. I think I'm just going to have to play it a little bit safe to protect my value here. I'm actually not going to kill the mad scientist. It still doesn't trade into my big dude. Oh, that's actually not bad. And I didn't want the explosive trap to set up plays, so. Wonder what he drew. Yeah, you can do it. Go for it, man. We have lethal, I think, with this and this. Yeah, we do. Actually, that could disrupt our plans a little bit. Explosive trap makes this a 10-4. We'd have 14. Yeah, we would. Is that freezing trap, though? One wonders if that is perhaps freezing trap. Nice. I didn't draw the charge, so it was actually quite punishing. I'm not worried about dying at 13 health, so I'm just going to play stuff. He'll feel compelled to kill this. I still have the 8 armor heal. The freezing trap. Wow, that sucks. Maybe I should have killed the scientist and attacked. That won't do it. That definitely will not do it. I can kill this. I have 13 though, so it's lethal. It's a pretty big board. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. I don't know. 3 in a row. pretty reasonable decks we're beating. I don't know. I think that's going to wrap it up for my Wild Beast Druid, at least for this video, this Decksperiment. I'm not sure it's going to wrap it up for my Wild Beast Druid altogether, because this is kind of fun. I still think a little bit more card draw could make the difference, but it's working out. They're having trouble dealing with our big bomb Druid of the Fangs and Knight of the Wilds. So who knows? We're getting out to good starts, too, thanks to all the early game. As you can see from the curve, there's a lot of 2-drops, spells and minions and so on. So maybe we built something halfway decent here. Obviously, 3 games is not enough to tell, but this is just an experiment, it's just a hypothesis. We do know that it's not an utter, complete failure, so if you think this kind of deck looks fun, you've got these cards, why not give it a shot and see how it goes. If you have any questions about the Wild Beast Druid Decksperiment, please do leave them in the comments. I'm always happy to discuss my decks with you. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time with my next Decksperiment, game on.